Okay, this is a video review of the Thetford Curve Porta Potty. I just received it today from Amazon. It came in this larger box. I also purchased along with it these Reliance Bio Blue toilet deodorant packages. I like these better than the solution of the fluid because it doesn't make a mess. You just drop these right in, and you don't have to get your hands dirty and you won't spill anything. So I recommend these. Inside the smaller Thetford box, well, first thing you're going to notice, I've already disassembled it for the sake of brevity here, but you're going to notice on the side what appears to be instructions. These don't tell the complete picture, they don't tell the complete story. Additional instructions come with it, and you're not going to need instructions anyway after you watch this video, because I'm going to tell you the whole thing. So what comes besides the plastic that I've already unwrapped, nothing else is in the box other than what you see here. And when you lift the lid, inside the bowl you're going to find these items right here. You're going to find batteries, a cap, another cap, a set of directions that are two-sided, both sides, and Thetford gives you this fluid, this EcoSmart formaldehyde-free holding tank deodorant. Again, I like the, I have an RV, so I'm used to this. I like the solid things that you put in there instead of these liquids make a mess when you spill them. They're nasty. So the first thing you do, and I'm not going to read the directions to you, I'm just going to show you how to do it. The first thing you do is disconnect the upper bowl from the lower bowl. And the way you do that, I can't do it with one hand, but I'll try. You slide this lever to the left. Oh, and I did it with one hand, and then the top lifts from the bottom. I need two hands to lift it off, so bear with me. Hold on a second. Okay, here's our top and bottom side by side. The bottom is the holding tank for the black water, and the top is the bowl itself. And the bowl comes with a lid, and then also the seat. Both the lid and the seat lift up like that. Looks like the lid is slightly off its hinge here. Let me fix that. The lid was off its hinge. It's meant to be removable. There's a hinge there and a hinge there, and the whole thing can be removed, presumably for cleaning or to get to some of these knobs that I'll tell you about later. So anyway, I've already pre-tested this thing so that I can make the video shorter so I don't have to experience a learning curve while you're watching me here. So there's a holding tank for the black water. It's sealed, and once you put the cap on it, and then there's the bowl here. So the first thing you do, the directions will tell you, is to take this larger cap, and it's going to go on the drain spout. This drain spout is how you drain. There's a handle for the black water tank, and this little guy rotates around so that you can dump this down the toilet or wherever you're going to dump it, into a drain pipe at an RV park or wherever. This is sealed right here. This doesn't open. There's a flush lever. There's the flush lever on the upper bowl. And when you flush it, it causes this seal to open and allow the water from the bowl to flow down. Okay, the next thing you do, so we're done. All we had to do for the lower black water tank is put that cap on, and it is on and secure. We leave that alone, we leave that alone. I think that's a pressure release valve, I'm not sure yet. There's still plastic on this guy over here. This is the toilet paper holder. Tucks neatly back in there. Again, I'm trying to do all this with one hand. I'm going to trust that that works. Okay. Okay, the next thing you do is reassemble the upper bowl to the lower bowl, which I'm about to do. I'm going to need two hands for that. That was really easy. Essentially, you just lay the upper bowl on the lower bowl, and it snaps right in place without you having to do anything mechanical to it. There's a little hatch that lifts here. This is the fill water tank for the fresh water that's going to drain your bowl. This is the pump that's going to pump the water, and it's also where the batteries go. So what we do next is we fill this with water. I've already done that. I filled it with a little bit of water to test it, and then you put this cap on, give it a little twist. It's nice and sealed. And then for this guy right here, to get the batteries out, it's easier to lift both the lift both the lid and the seat, so you can get your hands around this thing like this. Give it a little twist to the left, about 5-10 degrees, kind of pull it straight up, and then this is where the batteries go. I'm going to go ahead and put those batteries in. No need to show you that. I'm going to hit pause while I do that. I've got the batteries in. There's 6 of them. Again, the batteries come with it. Kind of lay this down here with the Thetford label facing you, kind of slightly twisted like that. Give it a little push down and a little twist to the right, and that's it. It's secure. I already put the water in, so we can go ahead and presumably test it by pushing the blue button. Blue stands for water. And sure enough, check that out. You can push the button and release it, and just a little bit of water will come out, or you can hold it down. It'll automatically stop after a second or half a second to meter the amount of water that comes out. It will continue filling the bowl until you flush the tank. This is how you do it on an RV. If you're going to go number 1, you don't even need any water in there. You can just go number 1 and then open the tank and flush it with a little water. If you're going to do more than number 1, then you want to add a little bit of water first, like that, as much as you think you're going to need. Do your business, and then you go hit the flush lever like this. I'm going to pull it this way, but I'll show you what happens here. Opens the valve there, the water, everything goes down. I'm still holding the lever. If you want, you can hold the lever open while you continue to add a little water to clean the bowl, to drain things like that. And then you can close the flush valve, and now it's closed and sealed, and it keeps it nice and odor-free. We'll let the remaining water is there, like that, the valve. And then once that's closed, again, it completely seals off the lower tank to keep the odors out. There's some kind of a meter here. I think this tells me how much fresh water I have. I'm not sure. I have not added enough fresh water to register anything on this meter right here. So that's it. Close it down. It's a decent height. It looks like good quality. The only thing, there's one little quality issue, not just a minor nit, is that this little door right here, you know, for the toilet paper, doesn't, I mean, it kind of moves around in there. It looks a little flimsy. And when you close it, I mean, look at this. I mean, it kind of halfway closes and you kind of push it and it still doesn't fit, still doesn't fit right down there. That's a minor nit. When you spend good money on the best, and this was a very nice otherwise, to me it ought to, things ought to fit a little bit better than that. This right here, I'm not sure what this thing is right here, but I think it's some kind of meter that tells you when you're full in the black water tank down there. Okay, what I want to do next thing, that's everything. Complete assembly right out of the box, that's how it's done. What I want to do is put some stuff down there and see if it flushes. I'm just going to do, this in one take, so let me just dump a little bit of coffee that I have here, and just to stain the bowl a little bit, and just to see how well the water cleans it. So here we go. Look at that, nice. Just a couple of presses on the button, and it's clean. I'm going to leave the valve open, and just the tiniest bit of water cleaned all that coffee up. This is a nice big opening. It's a nice deep bowl. I can see where it shouldn't be any problem for solids going down there, unlike some other portable toilets that I've had before. This thing looks really, really good. One thing of note people have brought up, well, what happens if your batteries go dead or if the pump stops working? How do you get water out? Well, you don't. There's no manual pump on here, no vacuum pump. If this batteries die, you don't have new batteries, or if this pump stops working, you're not going to get water out of the freshwater tank. However, what you can do is just go get water from, from any source, bottled water or anything, and just dump it in there yourself. You can dump it in there yourself and just open the valve and let it go down there. So there's still a manual way to do it. It's not the end of the world. So there's my review of the Thetford Porta Potty Curve. I can't tell you about the longevity of it because obviously I just bought it. Oh, by the way, yeah, I told you this, Thetford gives you this liquid, but I highly recommend the solid blue things, the solid little packets that you drop in there. Let me show you how that would be done. I'm going to go ahead and hit pause and show. This is what the solid, it's basically this, it's the same thing as this liquid, except it's inside of a container so you can hold it and you can drop this so that right down to keep your tank deodorized, just kind of like the blue stuff they use in Porta-Johns. So the first thing we got to do to put this in is, again, disconnect the top section from the bottom section. And once again, that's done on the back with this lever. I'm going to hit pause and do that. Now we're disconnected, and so I'm going to rotate the drain port out, remove the cap like so. I'm going to put this in there, and I'm going to tilt it. I tilted this back, and I heard it go in there and drop down. That's exactly what I want. I'm going to reattach the cap, rotate this back around. It sits in that nice little rest there. Then I'm going to put the top back on the bottom. Top is on the bottom. Again, it snaps right on. It's a two-handed operation, but it snaps right on. There's nothing to do. And now we're in business. That little packet is going to start. It's going to break open down there, release the liquid, and keep everything smelling good, hopefully, and sanitized down there. And that's it. That's the whole thing. That's the porta potty curve. So far, assembly was as simple as can be. It works like a champ. One quality issue with the toilet paper holder. Oh, you know what? While I'm at it, since I got a few minutes, let me put a roll of paper. I have a brand new roll of paper, so it's as big as it's going to get in its life, and let's see if it fits. I'm going to see if I can do this with one hand. I bet you I can't. So, no, not really a one. Well, let's put that on one side. Yeah, okay, it's a one-handed operation. Okay, there it is. Rotates around, and let's see if it closes. Again, that's closing is kind of, but there we go. Go up to closes. There it is. Fits like a champ. This is new paper. Oh, there we go. Look at that. We're good. Closes right up. Hope you enjoyed the review. Hope that was helpful. Works really good. Happy with it. Thanks for watching. Any questions, give me a shout. Ciao.